Well, hello and welcome back to yet another incredible video. And today I am going to be taking stuff from the patriotic section of Dollar Tree and turning it into, what's that? Christmas magic. And this is in honor of Christmas in July and of the 4th of July holiday. So let's get into it. So I'm starting off with two of those kind of patriotic signs that have the three parts to them. And what I will do, because I absolutely hate glitter, is pull off the ribbon that connects them all together and then go ahead and get that back covered up just using some scrap paper that I had available. After the scrap paper is on, I go ahead and give my unfinished side a rough coat of apple barrel white paint. Okay, so while those are drying, I go ahead and grab some of these, I think they're yardsticks, and then also just some of these stars, and I get them prepped so that I can add them to my signs. What I am doing, and you will see this, is I remove anything that is blue because my focus right now, because we're doing Christmas, is with the red and white elements of these pieces. So now that I have my stars and pieces, I go ahead and add them to my panels. And I do this using a combination of E6000 and hot glue. Okay, what you will see me do is take a little piece of sandpaper and go around those panels and just kind of distress it a little bit. I want this to kind of have a rustic look to it. I will also take a little bit of that apple barrel burnt umber paint and do a little bit of just distressing all around, especially on those white stars, so that they also have a worn and rustic look. Okay, so lastly, I just grabbed some of that jute rope from the Dollar Tree and connect all of my panels together. So hopefully you guys see where I'm going with this. This is going to be a nice little garland. And you will see how this is styled shortly. Okay, so let's jump into DIY number 2, and this one is pretty dang quick and it's pretty dang easy. First things first, I grabbed some of those blue star-shaped bowls that the Dollar Tree had in the patriotic section. They also had these in red. So after removing the stickers and everything, I go ahead and lay it down and I spray paint the inside of the star silver. Once that has dried a bit, I flip it over and paint the outside white. So once the spray paint has dried, I bring it back in and I do the fun part. I grab one of those kind of votive holders that Dollar Tree had out last season, and it has a little gold lip, which I think is beautiful, playing off the silver and gold. And I go ahead and put that down in the middle of my star. And then I begin to fill the star bowl with pine cones, miniature pine cones, as well as a few holly berries that I had left over from last year. And you will see this styled shortly. So jumping into DIY number 3, and this is another one that could not be easier. I'm just using one of those glass vases from the Dollar Tree, and then they had these like patriotic necklaces or whatever, like a little Mardi Gras for 4th of July, and I grabbed those, and I will just be using one strand of the silver stars. So after getting my strand kind of ready to go, I basically just start by gluing it to the top part of my glass, and then I'll begin to wrap it around kind of in that little, candy cane way, if you will, and then I will glue it on the bottom as well. And once I have this first strand done, I will come back in and do a parallel line alongside of this to kind of give it a double line effect. And literally, that's it, and you will see this styled shortly. Okay, so let's jump into our 4th and final DIY for this video. So I'm using one of these home signs, and as we know, Dollar Tree puts these out for everything. But I love this one because it has an element that I'm actually going to leave in my final product here. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my sign. Mostly what I'm doing to prep is just pulling off that glittery hat. Again, I don't like glitter, so I pop this thing off ASAP. And then I basically just take some of that jute rope from the Dollar Tree and I start at one end and I begin to cover up the red that is on that red, white, and blue aspect of the sides, if that makes sense. And you'll watch as I do this. So once I have my red lines covered with the jute, as you can see, the white part is still available. It's still visible. I go ahead and grab some of those jumbo craft sticks, if you will, and I begin to cut them down and just piece them together. Now I'm breaking my craft sticks in such a way that it kind of gives it a very natural wood effect. And again, you will see this as it comes together. Okay, so once all my craft sticks are nice and glued down, and you could just leave this natural, it still looks beautiful. I, though, am going to hit it with a little bit of watered down Waverly Antique Wax. So after that has dried, I come through with more of those stars, you guys. So I'm using 2 of the white stars, and then I'm also using a reindeer that was from a pick, kind of one of those yard stakes again, that I received or got from Dollar Tree last year. And I just basically cut that stake off the back, went ahead and spray painted it white, and I thought that it was perfect for this piece. And I'm going to go ahead and just glue all of these down using a combination of E6000 and hot glue. And that's it, and we are about to see the reveal of what all of these pieces look like right now. I love the way that these came out. And more importantly, I love that I was able to repurpose items from that patriotic section in Dollar Tree to really kind of start bringing up that holiday magic. And that's really what Christmas in July is all about. Again, is just getting us prepped so that we're ready to go for the holidays. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you. We hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't already. And we invite you to come back, hang out, and be okay with us.